Hi, welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that takes a look at players that have been linked with a summer transfer move to Arsenal. I don't know about you guys, but some of the rumours are driving me nuts recently. Now, the latest one, Marco Reus to Arsenal, Bild newspaper over there in Germany, Metro over here in England. Reus might move to Arsenal. Arsenal already in £48 million bid. Listen, is he staying? Is he going? Where's he going? I mean, it's getting on my nerves. It's driving me nuts. Yesterday, we heard that Reus, his team came out and said he's going nowhere. Marcus Reus is happy. He's decided to stay at Borussia Dortmund, and he's been flattered by the interest by some of the other clubs, including Real Madrid, but he wishes to stay at Borussia Dortmund. That's what his team came out yesterday and quite categorically stated. So where have Bild and where have the Metro got these rumours from? The guy said he's staying. If he said he's staying, if his team said he's staying, if his club said he's staying, you know, he's not going nowhere unless you come up with a ridiculous bid, you know, Cristiano Ronaldo type, Gareth Bale type bid. And even then, if the guy doesn't want to go anywhere, we hear that Reus is a guy that's not motivated by money. He's not going. So I think with this whole Marco Reus rumour, we need to bury this rumour right now. Reus is not going anywhere. We were very close to signing him last summer. There was a lot of interest from Arsenal. Arsenal were willing to put in a bid, and it was close, but he decided to stay. He signed a new contract with Dortmund, remember, and he would have had a release clause in his contract this coming summer when he would have been able to have been acquired for about 18 million when his release clause would have run out this summer had he have not signed that contract. But he has signed that contract, and he's not going anywhere. And the rumours that are around in a lot of the papers today, in Bild, in the Metro, I personally think you can never discount anything in the transfer window. But for me, ignore those. Let's forget about Marco Reus. He's not coming. We've got talented players in Oxlade-Chamberlain, Alexis Sanchez. I don't even actually think we need Marco Reus. As talented player he is, I really don't believe that is the player that we need in our team right now. So for me, forget the Reus rumours. If he's staying or going, for me, he's definitely 100% staying, so I don't get where these rumours are coming from. Another player seems to be taking the mick, as you can see in that picture. Yesterday, the pictures came out with him on the jet plane with a cryptic message. The past is in the past. It looks like Benzema. I don't know what he's doing. Is he taking the piss? Is he coming? Is he going? With this one, we really don't know what's happening. He is still over in China with Real Madrid. We're being told that message was aimed at an ex-girlfriend, although he hasn't confirmed that. We're being told that he's, having a bit of fun. And listen, to me, if he is having a bit of fun with Arsenal fans, then I don't want him, because you know what? I don't appreciate that bit of fun. Yeah, I mean, we're very serious with this transfer business over here. And if he is having a bit of fun with Arsenal, then I don't personally want him at Arsenal. And then we have to ask a question. Now, this is a serious question now that I have to ask to all fans. Do we need Karim Benzema? Honestly, I want you to really honestly think about this right now. We could do with a striker. Yeah, we really could do with a striker. That's my opinion. We've got Olivier Giroud, but there's no backup. There's no obvious backup to Olivier Giroud if anything happens to him. Is Benzema at that sort of price the answer? Or do we look at it and we say to ourselves, we look around and we say, right, we'll only add somebody who's going to be like world class. If we look around and we say, well, you know what, if it's not there, the world class players are not there. The ones who we consider are world class said they're not leaving. Lacazette, who, by the way, is not world class yet, but say a player like Lacazette, who could be a possibility, says he's not leaving. do we then just say to ourselves, well, you know what, hold on, let's see what we've got here. We've got Olivier Giroud. We've got Alexis Sanchez. Yes, I'm doing this. I know there's a lot of you out there now thinking, oh, no, you're not doing this. I am. Danny Welbeck, you know, Theo Walcott. That's 4 players right there that can play as a striker. Other teams like Barcelona have no real obvious striker. They play like a front three. So you've got Neymar, Suarez, Messi. There's no obvious number 9. Is it that if Giroud's not available, you adapt your style and play like a front three, Alexis, Walcott, Welbeck, say? You know, listen, there's many different options. And is the clamber for Benzema just that we want a world-class name? He's the only one that seems slightly available at the moment. So we're all clambering for him, despite we're not sure if he's actually what we want. I don't know. Maybe there are a lot of fans out there who think that Benzema is exactly what we want. But I don't know. As the time's starting to go on and go on, I think listen, I'd have him in a heartbeat if he's available. But then I'm still not 100% sure. You know, when Alexis Sanchez was available last season, I was 100% sure you've got to get this guy. He's an awesome talent. Benzema's a great talent, but is he what we need? I don't know. I'd like you guys to leave it in the comments and let me know. But again, with the Benzema thing, it's still up in the air. Real Madrid have not come out completely and said, listen, hands off. He is not going, like what Dortmund have done with Reus. They've not 100% come out and said he's not going nowhere. If representatives have said that he's happy at Madrid and he wants to stay at Madrid, but there's been no definitive thing from the club, again, if it does happen, it's going to be one of those ones that go right down to the transfer window. Joel Campbell, poor kid's having a hard time of it at the moment. He's moved now to Palermo. We was talking about it yesterday. I said it was a loan move. Actually, Palermo would like to take him on a permanent contract. They're offering 3.5 million to Arsenal. Arsenal basically told Palermo to go and do one. They said they want at least 7 million for Joel Campbell. So again, Joel Campbell, as I said yesterday, he's a bit like a temp at the moment. He's stuck between clubs at the moment. So Joel Campbell at the moment is not going anywhere and is still an Arsenal player until another club can be sorted out for him, which I'm sure will be by the end of the transfer window, or will be probably out on another loan. And finally, Wojciech Szczęsny has signed for Roma. You can see there, he's signed on a 1-year loan deal. And as I said yesterday, this is his time now. He's got to make this work. Listen, this guy's a talented keeper. I remember when he was on loan at Brentford, and I remember a company I used to work for, and one of the directors there was, you know, on the board at Brentford, and he was saying to me, he goes, Robbie, he goes, this guy, if he's a backup at Arsenal, if he's a youth player, he's an unbelievable goalkeeper, unbelievable player, and he's got so much potential, but he just got to get his head down now with this loan move. If he gets his head down, he can become a star. He really can become a star player, and he can, you know, he can do a Courtois. He can come back, you know, again in the future, and you know, make a name for himself at Arsenal. But he must knuckle down. Really got to knuckle down and prove himself at a very big club. Roma are no small club. That's not Brentford. That Roma are a massive club. If you don't perform, those fans are like, I've been over there in Rome, right? Those fans there, they will let you know about it if you're not performing, even more than Arsenal fans, trust me. So big opportunity for Wojciech Szczęsny. Right, let's get into your comments. Oscar Guevara says, everyone is getting too excited about signing a striker that we're forgetting the fact that we still need to sign another defensive midfielder and a centre-back. I'm not sure. I don't think we need a centre-back. Defensive midfielder, I would say yes. I just can't see us signing one now. I don't know who that defensive midfielder is going to be now. So many targets have gone. To be honest with you, I was suggesting this the other day. For me, defensive midfielder, I would go out there right now. I would get some money and I would go and buy Wanyama from Southampton as a backup to Francis Coquelin. For me, that would be perfect. I don't know what you guys think. I know Wanyama's still at Southampton, but you know he'd want to come to Arsenal. Go in there with a £15 million bid, bring Wanyama, he would be perfect backup for Francis Coquelin, perfect security at Arsenal, just what we need. That would be the player I would love to see come in as a defensive midfielder. Lecton HD says, I myself am a Juventus fan, and he said Llorente, we've spoken about Fernando Llorente being linked with Arsenal. He said Fernando Llorente will not help Arsenal. He's not good on the ball. He can't finish. He can't beat defenders. He's very lazy. He can't win the ball back. The only good thing about him is his heading. He'd be a bigger flop than Lamela and Soldado. Oh, my God. Call that off straight away if we've got any chance of signing him. Call that off after what I've read there from Lecter. And he says he's a big Juventus fan. So he's not having Llorente at all. That would explain why Llorente is not playing much at Juventus by the sounds of it. Tassin Khan says Wenger pushes for Llorente. He says Spurs buying him. Soldado going to Dortmund. Reus to Madrid. Benzema to Arsenal. He said it's all going crazy. Lots of rumours flying around. Abula says about Benzema, he said, listen, he's just trolling. You know, all he's doing is trolling all Arsenal fans. If he is trolling all Arsenal fans, that's not going to go down well with Arsenal fans. Evan Peake says, okay, personally, Robbie, I don't think we need Benzema. Look at the Invincible season. Not all the goals came from Henry's or Bergkamp's. I mean, those players around him, you only get once in every generation. I think Alexis can be our Perez of that season. Honestly, I know Giroud has his critics, some who call him the lamppost, Claude. But any striker who can get 20-plus goals a season is a quality striker. I mean, Rooney hasn't done that for a while. All the goals come through our midfield, and the only signing we need is a backup for Coquelin, he says. KIAK Kyle 97 said, I would love to see Benzema in an Arsenal shirt. He's not too similar to Giroud, in my opinion. He's much better at running at defenders, and he can score from outside the area. All in all, he does a lot more and a lot better things than Giroud does, and would score more goals if he was the main man and not overshadowed by the likes of Ronaldo and Gareth Bale. And last one here from Arsenal Kid. He says, honestly, I can't understand this huge demand for Benzema. Yes, we do need a striker, but people are crying out for Henry-esque type of player. Is pointless because he was a unique talent. We've got Giroud, Walcott, Welbeck and Sanchez who can be rotated up front. In my opinion, we are much better pursuing the type of player like Sergio Busquets, who we were linked to yesterday, who I think we've got absolutely no chance of getting, or a player of that caliber as backup to Coquelin, or who can play instead of Coquelin so that we can win the league. That's what you guys are saying at the moment. Not a lot of big players being linked. And as I said, you know what, on the striker front, who is it? Who is it? Maybe Arsene Wenger might just go out there and just pluck a striker that we're all not thinking about, that is a good striker that can come in as a backup to Giroud and help us, you know, because I definitely think we do need somebody else to help Giroud. But the other thing I would say, that if we don't get, you know, there's no point in just going out there and getting anybody. If we don't get anybody, maybe what we've got might be enough. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching Transfer Daily. Don't forget today, look out. We got some great videos we filmed yesterday at Wembley. I filmed some videos along with the Chelsea channel, 100% Chelsea. We're in a bit of a argument and banter, previewing the game, the Community Shield. Some great videos coming up from Wembley. Thanks to the guys at Wembley Park for that as well. So look out for those videos. Some of them are going to be coming up today, and they're really funny. Thanks very much for watching.